Hi, everybody. It's Mark Rushton at markrushton.com. It has been a few days since the last video. I've been a little busy and traveling, so forgive me. I'll get back to videos here real soon. But hey, we're back with a video right now. And so it's Realtor Recon for Artists number 16. It's an office, storage, and car wash in Lamont, Iowa. Where? For $68,000. All right, what is Realtor Recon for Artists? Well, I'm Mark Rushton of markrushton.com, and someday I'd like to have a studio workspace outside of my house. It could be a separate home, it could be a rented or purchased commercial location, it could be an outbuilding on an acreage. I just don't know. This could be way into the future, it could be in a big town, it could be in a small town. I'm currently in Iowa, and so most of the properties I feature will be located in Iowa. I contend that artists, such as musicians, painters, writers, etc., should not live in expensive big cities or areas if they can help it. If they have a bit of income coming in from their work, they should consider moving somewhere cheap, like the sticks, and owning property rather than renting. It would give you time to focus on your work and building your career. Using realty websites is a great way to do some advanced reconnaissance, and that's what I do here. So, Lamont, Iowa. Where in the world is, I didn't even know where this place was. It is in the upper corner of Buchanan County and in northeastern Iowa. It's a little town here. And what's the history on this here? The 2008 Parkersburg tornado had that horrible tornado. When Parkersburg suffered the tornado, Lamont suffered a stalled thunderstorm system that dropped 7 inches of rain in an hour. That's crazy. Effectively flooding all but 2 basements of the city and the first five first floors. That's incredible. Most homeowners lacked flood insurance and have discovered that their homeowner's insurance does not cover this damage. That's terrible. So, and then we look here on the bigger map here. It is largely situated between Waterloo and Dubuque, but just north of Highway 20. So let's go look at this particular property here. Now, this is not a property that I would entirely be interested in. First of all, because of the location, and second of all, it's a little too big at 4,886 square feet. But this price is fantastic, $68,000. Do you get the whole building for that? It is a tiny town. It's only 400 people. And but yeah, if you were like an artist, this would be great. And there's something I really love about this property, and we'll get to that here. Obviously, this used to be a heating and air conditioning, a business of some kind. And on the back here, as we can see, it's got a bit of a car wash and a vacuum. That's kind of nice. That's really nice. That's something I've always wanted. And we'll get to that here in a second. And it looks like it's got a number of different doors here on the back for access. It looks like it's just kind of been added on to here a bit. And then we have the office portion in here, which would be, perfectly good space. I would probably want to carpet it to a certain degree, and maybe lose the fluorescent lights, maybe put something different in there, but that's just personal preference. You've got all these nice, I guess this is the showroom here where people would come in and, pick out their furnace or something like that. Very, small town dealer. But this can be an additional workspace as well. I love these little areas here. So somebody had their train set back here, right? So you got this wooden floor and this area with these lights. That's pretty nice. And again, we're back to the front counter here, kind of an office space and a half bath. And here's the part that I love. Here's the part. Now, I've said for years, if I could afford it in the future, I would love to have a car wash on my property, right? So if I had a house, maybe if this would have to be out in the country, but if I could finagle it into a small town office sort of thing, that would be pretty cool too. I would love to have a car wash. Preferably, I'd love to have an automatic car wash in a garage attached to one of my buildings. Or if I had a house, maybe you have an outbuilding and you have an automatic car wash, because then your car would always be clean, right? And then if you have guests over, friends, family, whatever. It's like, I'll run your car through the car wash. Yeah, leave with a clean car. You drove out here, you probably got bugs and stuff all over. I did a little bit of driving yesterday, and yeah, even though it's the middle of March, I had dead bugs on my windshield. So that'd be kind of cool. I take this too. This is fun. I like washing the car, you know. But again, I'd rather if I could go through, and it would even be funnier if I could select I only want the basic wash this time. I don't want the dry. I don't want the tire scrubber. I don't want the undercarriage. I don't need the spot free rinse. Oh yeah. Your Rushton's car wash has 3 different options. That would be fun. That would be fun. So that's why I kind of love this property here. And then of course you have some extra storage in here for your pontoon boat, which honestly I wouldn't. Having a pontoon boat would be fun. I'd love to have a houseboat. Yes, I just burn my money right now, you know. But this is a good storage area, you know. If somebody in the area has a RV or something like that, they don't want to build a new garage, yeah, go park it in there for whatever. Charge them a small amount. It's an income, an ability to have sort of an extra income there for people storing their cars or boats or whatever. That's an option. Here's another view of the car wash with the floor drain. That's fine. I'd take that. It's got the scrub brush, which a lot of people who wash cars professionally, they do not like that. But I don't drive those kind of cars that would be affected by that. And then you've got some extra areas in here. You got the little tractor and the lawnmower, and boy, I'd love to have one of those too. That'd be great. And another view of this sort of addition here on the side, and the vacuum, and that's it. It's a big property. It's a big property. I think most of that is just that extra storage there, which you could rent out. You could rent out. I don't know about the car wash though. I don't know if I would want the liability aspect of that, of having a public car wash, just because that sort of thing. I would want that to be private, right? Because it would be sort of like, well, your wash, your sprayer damaged my car. Can you imagine how much that stuff goes on? Yeah, I don't think I'd want to do that. So, and of course, I don't think I'd want to move to Lamont, Iowa. It is in the middle of nowhere there. It's kind of in between Independence and Manchester. So much to answer for. And Strawberry Point, and of course, the old wine. So, yeah, that is in the middle of nowhere. That is a great price. I would love to have a car wash. I would love to have my own personal car wash someday, but this does not make the grade. It's way too big, but great price. So anyway, that's it for today. Realtor Recon for artist number 16. Office storage and car wash in Lamont, Iowa for $68,000. And we'll get back to you eventually.